When I was an alcoholic, it was obvious who I was going to vote for. My choices weren't based on facts or hope or even a better future. Every decision I made, including who I was voting for, was rooted in my pain. I voted the same way that I drank alcohol: quick, impulsive, and full of regret. And just like many people, every single election became a drinking game. I would take a shot every time my candidate said economy, or if they won a particular state. I used my misery to decide what was best for me, not even realizing that I was punishing myself over and over and over. I didn't actually want change. Change is terrifying. Change meant that I was going to be forced to face myself, and I definitely wasn't ready for that. I never practiced for that. So it's no coincidence that I looked for leaders that reflected how broken I felt inside. Ones that spoke to my anger, ones that helped me feel seen because I was lost. I saw hope as a lie, a fairy tale for the naive. When a political candidate promised too much, it was just unbelievable. So I voted for the candidate that matched my darkness, the one that made it okay to stay in my misery. I get it, man. I really do. I know a lot of us are gearing up for these election results with an extra drink or 10. You're numbing the anxiety, the uncertainty, and most definitely your anger. But here's the thing. Alcohol doesn't just dull the pain, it literally reshapes your reality. Your vote becomes less about progress and more about survival. It becomes less about what's right for your future and more about what keeps those demons quiet. It's been 7 years since my last drink, and I'm not even allowed to vote. But I'm also beyond sober, clear-headed, and I could see the whole picture now. When I started healing and when I got healthy, my entire perspective changed. And I started to understand what Wayne Dyer meant when he said, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And that's not just a quote, man. That's a reality check. So here's the truth. If you're still pouring poison into your veins, then your vote is fueled by the poison. You're letting a literal toxin dictate who you're voting for. You're letting your pain cast a ballot that your environment can barely handle. But you, at this moment, have the power to change that. You can choose clarity over chaos, healing over hurting, and hope over hopelessness. I'm not here to tell you who to vote for. I'm here to ask you this question. Are you ready to shift your perspectives, or are you going to continue running down the road of familiar pain? Are you ready to change your life before you change the world? Because the reality is the most important election is happening inside your brain and body right now. I know it's easy because you've been doing it for years, but don't let alcohol decide your future. So if you or someone you know is struggling and you're ready to shift those perspectives, I'm an ex-alcoholic and liver failure survivor. Don't be afraid to check my page for more details on how I'd love to help.